Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. How about that? And welcome to 5 Minutes with Phil. It's good to have you here again. And I'm going to read from guess where? Romans chapter 8. That's where we've been all week. And this is pretty cool because this Sunday is Father's Day. So heads up if you haven't gotten a card or a tie or a bottle of Brut or High Karate, you know who you are. But listen to this verse from Romans chapter 8. We're going to start in verse 15. You ready? For you did not receive a spirit, you did not receive a spirit that makes you a slave again fear, but you received the spirit of sonship, and by him we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children. Now, if we are his children, then we are heirs, heirs of God, and co-heirs with Christ, if indeed we share in the sufferings, in order that we may also share in his glory. You are a child of God. God is your Father. And that's pretty cool. I don't know what everyone's relationship is or was with their earthly father. Chances are some of you may have not had the best, and then there's others that may have had a fantastic one. But regardless of that, I want you to think about your heavenly Father today, and I want you to know that you are his child. A lot of you know that my wife and I adopted our son, Jonathan. Actually took him home from the hospital when he was born. And that has always been something real special for us. We always had this catchphrase when he was little: the greatest day in Mommy and Daddy's life was the day that we adopted, and then he would point to us and say, you. And it's and of course we'd point at him and say you, and the whole point of it was we chose each other. And we chose to adopt Jonathan, and he is legitimately, legally, he's our son. Now, here's something kind of cool. Not sure if you knew this. I think I've shared it on a Sunday once or twice. But did you know that in Bible times, if you adopted a child, you were obligated to stay and remain in that relationship no matter what? There was nothing that the child or the father could do legally to disavow or to annul that relationship. What's interesting is there in some customs there was an allowance or like a legal loophole for you to disown a child that you may have had naturally. But if you adopted a child as your own, that child was yours for life, forever. Well, let me read a verse for you as we're talking about our Heavenly Father. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 5. It says, God decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. This is what he wanted to do, and it gave him great pleasure. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It was God's desire to adopt you through the sacrifice of his son, Jesus Christ. And you're his child today. And there is nothing that you have done that will take that away. There is no comparison to somebody else that makes you a favorite son or a favorite daughter, or somebody else is the favorite son and the favorite daughter. You are his child. You are loved by him. Warts and all. Mistakes and all. It doesn't matter what your resume is. It doesn't matter what your accomplishments are. It doesn't matter what your personality is. It doesn't even matter how mature you are in your faith. You're his child. And that doesn't end. And today, and all this weekend, because we'll have another one of these on Monday, I want you to walk in that truth that no matter what, he is your Father and you're his child. God bless you. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.